hope that you are enjoying your Monday. You almost made it. My kids were home today.
Were they?
Yes.
Oh.
Like Thanksgiving Monday. No, I think typically for a lot of school districts, they used to have off on the Monday because of hunting season.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of school districts just kept with it. So they're enjoying a very nice long break.
I know. I wish the break was a little bit longer. You get used to just kind of relaxing and enjoying it. But I must say I'm looking forward to today because it's Cyber Monday.
Did you do any shopping?
Well, my Nordstrom's card. I have a couple of gift cards left over, and I've just been putting stuff in my cart. I think I'm gonna purchase.
You should just do it.
Yeah.
Just get it over and done with. It's like a Band-Aid. Like I just tried to get as much done over the weekend as I could, and I was blown away when I saw the number for how much is expected to be spent today.
Yes.
$14.2 billion.
That's a lot of money.
Today in the U.S. on Cyber Monday.
But I was looking, they really did have some good sales.
I'm telling you what. Well, tomorrow might be the day to stay in and shop because we are expecting some snow. I've been talking with Ron about this. I know our whole weather team is compiling all the data. The timing of this, I think, is going to be really troubling because it's supposed to start very early in the morning. And so I've already kind of talked to my kids about, and my husband about, the possibility of 2-hour delays. I'm wondering if it's going to happen.
Well, you talked to me about it. Just like
I know.
It made me think about it because this is the first time where I'm dealing with Logan and his school and whether or not they're going to have a delay. So
it's a real treat.
It is a real treat.
I'm telling you.
December.
I'm telling you. Once you get that call, you're like, okay, so how do we do this? And I have to go to work. And what are we going to do?
I know. It's so much to think of.
And yet you make it work.
Yes.
You make it work.
All right, so we're excited. I know a Monday, it's always better when Boaz is around. So he's outside. He is talking about a new spin on a parade. We see the Berg bus out there. That is part of it. We're going to check in with him soon. And we're also going to bring in some special guests to talk about this big event. This is not your typical parade.
The Berg bus is such a cool addition to our city.
It
really. And we're also talking teens and mental health. And we know that this is a big talker. You know, with the holidays coming up, maybe you're thinking about getting your kids a smartphone or a tablet or something like that. Maybe you're thinking about even social media and how that might affect them. And we know how much that can play a role into technology, into teens and their mental health. Well, a lot of teens are turning to social media for a role in their self-diagnosis in mental health issues. So is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? How can we help them? We're going to talk to an expert about learning a little bit more about this in the second half hour of our show.
Yeah, I could see that leading to some problems, but it's good that we're going to start that conversation today. This is going to be good for me too, because I do turn to social media sometimes for a diagnosis.
I think that we all do. It's so relatable. You turn to Google if you have a cough and you're like, I wonder what this could be. Is it tuberculosis or is it just a cough?
I don't know. Earlier, I'm like, something's going on with me. I don't know. But I know we typically do Family Feed on Thursdays. But since we had the holiday weekend, let's do it today. Why don't we?
So I know that you were making your sangria, and you were doing a salad for Thanksgiving, but you also did some other things this weekend.
Yes, I did the apple cider sangria. That was a hit. I just want to say everyone loved it. But we also put up the Christmas tree. And Logan, he's 2.5, so I really think that this year he's going to remember Christmas and kind of, it's like, yeah, this tree looks familiar. So ever since we put this up on Saturday, he's like, tree, 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 tree. Every morning he wakes up. So it was a lot of fun just seeing him getting excited about the holiday.
You know, I'm beginning to feel this way, and I know so many of our viewers feel this way too, that when you look at a little child and the magic of Christmas, it is so, you watch them grow up and then you start to feel that in your heart, like, oh God, it is such a special time when they're so little.
It is.
So enjoy it.
You enjoy the holiday through their eyes.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so much fun.
Well, as you know, this is the season for our kids to all get sick. So last week, 2 of the 3 came down with strep throat.
Oh my gosh.
We avoided it, thank goodness, and antibiotics all around.
Yeah.
But my sister-in-law was supposed to come in for Thanksgiving, and they ended up not coming because my nephew has basketball tryouts. And so they were just really worried about him getting sick, and we totally understand this is a big deal for him for high school. So we had all this leftover food, and we were like, what are we going to do? We decided to invite 2 of our neighbors over, and we had a little Friendsgiving. Last minute, let's do something. So I made the low bar sangria. Do you remember
I remember that.
So I made that. I made my homemade rolls. I did homemade stuffing and sweet and sour green beans.
Sweet and sour green beans.
It's like apple cider vinegar and bacon, and they were so good. There's the turkey. I did a turkey.
You did a turkey. Wow.
Sweet potato casserole. I did a mashed potato bake, homemade cranberries. I made, that's my aunt's 24-hour salad, and then I made the Biscoff cheesecake.
Gosh, you little Martha Stewart, you. That is so impressive.
Wait, Brittany, our producer, says, what's 24-hour salad? Do you know what 24-hour salad is?
Do you just marinate it for 24 hours? That's what I assumed.
I think it's also ambrosia salad, like ambrosia. Is that what it is? No, there's no mayonnaise. It's like a Cool Whip and marshmallows, mini marshmallows, and fruit cocktail.
Oh,
is
that
essentially
sounds
what
good.
it is.
It sounds like something I've gotten off of the Eaton Park buffet
It's
before.
totally Midwestern.
Yeah, I love it.
So I don't know.
Delicious.
My aunt makes it. It came from my grandma, and so we make it every year.
Good job.
But before everybody came over, we burped the house. Do you know what this is?
Well, I did at first, and then you explained it to me, and I was like,
Does it make perfect sense?
It does, because I do it.
Okay, you do it.
I do
and
it.
so you're already burping.
Yes, I am burping.
Okay, so Frankie saw this video, and we cannot stop talking about it only because it's so fun to say. Essentially, you just open all the windows, and it's in the middle of the winter, in the summertime. You should be burping your house every single day. I had to look this up. There was an article from Good Housekeeping in the UK that talked about this. And they say that it came from a German practice that translates in German to shock ventilation. So you're basically shocking your house. You're bringing in all of this cold air, basically getting air moving through your house. You're letting air in, you're letting air out, big bursts of fresh air to circulate the stale air. You open the windows for 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's all it takes. And we really love to do this on the first floor.
Yes.
Just to get the air moving, because this is where we spend most of the time. I have to tell you, I love it. Even that like little blast, if it's cold, just a big blast of cold air through the house. Now tell me about this, because you like your house cold anyways.
On average, I keep my house in the upper 50s. So it's interesting because I just opened the window in my bedroom. I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner, but I'm like, wow, I could have fresh air, like a breeze coming in. But now it's so cold that Jordan comes into the bedroom and the window's open and he leaves right back out because it is freezing. I'm just like, all you have to do is just get under the covers. But I read it lets the CO2 out. You don't want to be breathing CO2 in. It lets this, like if you've been making, Thanksgiving dinner, all of the smell, you need to let that out of the house. You don't want that to circulate.
Mikey, this reminds me so much. Have you ever seen the videos, and I don't remember which country it is, but they put their babies outside in the stroller to nap. Have you ever seen this?
I've never seen that. In the cold?
In the cold. You are that baby.
I think
I'm going to send you this video. I don't remember where it is, if it's like Sweden or something. I know somebody out there knows what I'm talking about.
I love a good show. And let me give you a hint, too. Like, if you open up a window in the living room and then go to the opposite end of the house and open up another window, you get a tunnel, almost like a vortex effect.
Yeah.
You walk in, it's nice. Like a
let
nice
air in,
tunnel.
let air out. Yeah. Alante, thank you. Our producer just told me it is Norway.
Oh,
Norway. It's where the babies are sleeping outside.
Okay.
Okay, so we're trying to get through the rush of the holiday season, and I am not judging, but apparently the internet is. There is a Starbucks order that is going viral, and everybody is weighing in on this. Take a look at what this order entails. This is Laura's order, and Laura is not the person who took this video.
No.
Someone else did to shame her. They said, "Are you trying to unalive yourself, Laura?" This is what is included. I will read it because it's very small in here. 5 shots of blonde espresso, 7 sugar cookie syrup pumps, extra ice, whole milk, extra whip, caramel drizzle, extra caramel crunch.
That sounds like pre-diabetes to me, but I'm not hating. Like, I'm just going to let her live.
The comments are amazing because everybody's weighing in saying she's either a nurse about to start her 12-hour shift or a teacher trying to make it through the holidays, and leave Laura alone.
Leave her alone. Let her be.
So I wanted to know what your go-to Starbucks or it could be anywhere, but what is your go-to Starbucks order?
Green tea matcha latte.
Yeah, you're healthy.
I like grass. So so green. It's so delicious. It's nice and warm. It's comforting. Yeah.
We did, I think, was it a Trend and Tonic where you brought in matcha something for us to try?
Did I bring? Yeah, I think I did.
And I just can't get past it.
I know I've brought in seaweed a number of times.
Yes, you have.
No one wants to eat it. I don't understand why.
Well, I'm just so thankful for you today because I didn't realize that this might be my last pumpkin cream cold brew of the season.
Well, she's saying that because I picked these up this morning and I went to the Homestead Starbucks and they said that they don't have it any longer.
It's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe last week was the last week that they were going to carry it. But the Starbucks in Market Square, that is where it comes from. from?
This is my little treat. This is my go-to. I don't know, I can't remember how many calories are in here, but it's over 200. But this is my little treat. The pumpkin cream cold brew, as soon as it hits the market, like when we talk in August about how it's so early to have fall flavors and pumpkin stuff out.
Yeah.
This is the one where I'm like, it's not too early. I need my pumpkin cream
I
cold
don't
brew.
understand why they don't keep it around the entire year. I mean, I get it, but
People
so many
don't want
people who
pumpkin
love
in
it.
January. I don't know. That's not me though.
I'll take pumpkin in the summer.
I will too.
I love pumpkin.
So good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mikey.
Oh, you're welcome. So good. All right. So Young Gravy, we had him on the show. Was that a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
And he was a lot of fun. Now his songs are on TikTok and they are streaming. And before his show here in Pittsburgh, he also visited with the Pens. And that was interesting, very interesting. I think he convinced them to let him drive the Zamboni.
He did.
Yeah.
There's something about a gravy boat. I don't really understand. They gave out gravy boats apparently, and this was the Thanksgiving Eve game. Our producer really wanted to get out there so that she could take home one of the gravy boats. I'm sure that they're amazing.
Yes.
We love a good mashup. I saw that he also did something with KFC with gravy.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure. When he was here, we didn't even ask him about his name to see if the gravy had anything to do with how much he likes gravy.
Well, he said it was a long story and he couldn't get into it. But I asked him, I said, hey, can I just call you Gravy? And he said, yeah. So
he was okay with that.
He was okay. So we were here.
Okay.
Just Gravy.
So we wanted to talk big time celebrity mashups. What is the best collab? And so who else to bring in?
Perfect.
But our friends from Yajaga, Rachel and John.
How are you guys?
Hi. And we're gonna get a glimpse of the Berg bus and the big thing that you guys are working on coming up soon. But we thought while you're here, we wanted to talk to you about celeb collabs.
Okay.
Who do you want to see?
Yeah, who do you want to see?
Well, I'll go first if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right. How about this?
He just beat me to it. He did.
No, I'm not one of those creatives that has like a special name for it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
Where I have Michael Keaton and Brett Kiesel, Batman and the Beard.
I like it. Now, what are we doing with this? What are we selling? Are we selling
here's
the
what
Batman movie?
I think that we put them both in opposite costumes, where Brett Kiesel's in a very tight-fitting Batman
Love
costume.
it.
Okay,
we would
yeah,
love
we
to
love
see
that.
it.
And Michael Keaton goes out and starts to fish and hunt in Brett Kiesel, in a fake beard maybe as well, right?
I love this.
And maybe we put them for a
up all the
weekend, in a cabin somewhere.
This is a really good brainstorming
Gosh.
session. I like what we're doing.
It
It's
sounds like a
therapy,
scary
actually.
movie, actually.
Rach, what about for you?
They're his two faves, that's why.
Yeah.
Sid in the salad bar, and it benefits nonprofits.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's Sidney Crosby, because that's my absolute fave. I've never met him. I think he's amazing. My kids look up to him, and I thought it would be perfect. And we will do the ultimate salad bar, because we have all these great foodies in town. And so then Sidney Crosby serves whatever the, fixins are.
Okay, wait. I
Sit in the
love
salad
this.
bar.
Do you? And he loves giving back. He's
Correct.
a big charity guy, so like he might
How do we
sign up.
make this happen?
I don't know if the Pens
So
will
what
want
salad
it.
bar? Just any salad bar around town?
Yes, that is like the thing I've been wanting. We have all these different like food fairs, right?
Yeah.
But there's no salad bar. So let's make that happen.
We interviewed a celebrity chef once and on our podcast, and
Yeah.
Rachel said, I would like to do a
Brian Duffy,
fundraiser
yeah.
of a salad bar. And he said, well, good luck, because
No
nobody's
one will
going to show
come.
up.
What? I love a good salad bar.
I think we can make it happen.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
Right.
2 people coming.
There you
Thank
go.
Speaking of salad bars, our producer didn't know what 24-hour salad is. Do you guys know? You know
No.
what it is? Okay.
No?
No, you don't.
No, I
you
don't,
do.
no.
Yes.
What is
It's like
that?
ambrosia salad,
Yes.
right? That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yes.
Oh,
Like with the
okay.
little marshmallows and
I see, yes.
cocktail.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah.
I know
People
that's
mix it up for
ambrosia.
the strawberry jello, but it's completely different.
Completely different.
But I've found that on the salad bar
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ambrosia.
Glad
Yeah.
we talked
It's just
about this.
fancy.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.
Batman and the
We got to
Beard.
make this happen, and let us know when it does happen.
Yes.
We will.
Yeah.
Yours
You'll be
too.
the first to know.
I
Your idea's
appreciate
good
it.
too,
I
John.
appreciate
We
it.
like that one.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, a fan favorite is getting recharged for a new generation of performers. Find out how our city has always had a special place in its story.
And an annual holiday event is moving from a shopping mall parking lot to a party on wheels. Boaz, what can you tell us about this?
Well, I'll tell you, the Not Your Average Holiday Parade is going to be different this year, and that's because I'm going to be driving this bus. No, I promise I won't be driving the bus. Someone else will be. But we're going to give you a sneak peek of how they're giving a special twist on this annual event. That's after the break.
It's become an annual Pittsburgh tradition at this time of year. The Not Your Average Holiday Parade, led by the leaders of Ya Jagoff Media, typically takes over the block Northway with music and games, mascots, even go-karts. But this year, they're completely changing up their route and taking the party downtown. And guess what? It's all happening aboard the Berg Bus. Boaz is giving us the inside scoop before the wheels start rolling this weekend. Hey, Boaz.
Hey, yes, we brought the Berg Bus. We're parked right outside the studio, and I've got John and Rachel here from Ya Jagoff Media. And, okay, this is already not your average holiday parade, but this year it's even less average. It's more crazy. So what are you doing this year? How are you switching it up?
It is a complete pop-up. So we want to really explore the downtown pop-ups. 5 different places in downtown Pittsburgh. The Berg Bus is going to take us there. We're going to jump out and have a party at each stop, and it's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes, we promise.
So it's sort of like a party parade all in one, and I think if they might let us in here too, right?
Yeah. Let's hope they do. Oh, it is. It's our friend Nick from the Berg Bus.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, let's climb aboard the Berg Bus over here. Are you driving the bus today? No, okay. I think Nick is over here. So, Nick, what are you normally doing? You're not normally driving a holiday parade around downtown Pittsburgh. This is a little unusual for you.
Yes, this is going to be a fun Saturday. Normally, we do comedy tours around the city. We do Steelers-centric ones. We do tailgates, party bus rentals, shuttles, weddings, all that. So this is going to be a fun day.
Now, how are you going to find parking in downtown Pittsburgh at all these locations? You nervous about that?
No, when we do like party bus rentals and bar hops, I make it happen. So yeah.
You don't look for spots, you make the spots. Exactly. Well, I love that over here. Oh, yeah, how did you get over here? And so what's going to happen at every stop of the tour?
So we're going to jump out with some of our favorite friends, people who we're with all the time, iconic Pittsburghers like Pittsburgh Hills, cooking, comedy, and chaos, Desiree. And it wouldn't be a parade without Grandpa Joe's. So Chris is going to join us so that we can sort of throw a party every time we jump off.
Oh, wow, okay, Chris over here from Grandpa Joe's. And so tell me, what part are you playing in every stop of this parade?
We've been part of Pittsburgh since 2012, and it's just, you can't have a parade without having candy. Yeah. And so it's our job. We're going to bring the candy and make sure that everybody has a lot of fun.
You have a bag of candy over there. Can you replicate what it'll be like at a stop? Okay, we're pulling out. What happens?
Handfuls, just boatloads of candy, just tossed to all of the folks that are out there, just having fun and just remembering the old days of running into the street to grab those Tootsie Rolls.
Gosh, that is so cool. Are there going to be any mascots? That's my big question.
I knew that was going to be your question. Look,
the hard-hitting questions here on KDK TV.
We do everything so last minute, in case you didn't know, but we wanted to keep the tradition of some semblance of a parade alive. So our thought was, how can we do that and really incorporate downtown Pittsburgh businesses? So when we stop, we're going to see folks from like Love Pittsburgh or Izazu or, those downtown businesses that we've all grown to love. Now, I will tell you, we will have kazoos. We will be playing Christmas carols on the bus with the Cajon Concept. So we're really excited. They're going to jump out as our band. Yeah. And so we'll have music. We will have throwing tinsel, throwing candy, and celebrate all that is downtown Pittsburgh.
And so how can people find you? It's going to be happening like so quickly. Like, is there like an app they can log in and see where you're at?
That would be a great question. I wish there was, but again, because we threw it all together with the downtown partnership so quickly, we are going to post everything on social media starting tomorrow, and we may have a couple of seats. If you see this bus, it's big enough. We may have a couple of seats for folks to join us so that they can have fun in the parade as well. It's very immersive, and we'll be podcasting, so you can watch the entire thing if you aren't at each of these stops.
And John, you're sort of nursing a sore throat, so you're saving your voice for the parade, but what are you excited about for this weekend?
I love the fact that the Cajon Concept is going to teach. They have a brand new holiday song. Yeah. So as the bus is driving in between the 5 stops, we're all going to learn how to play the song on a kazoo. When we get out at the last stop at the Santa House over at Heinz Courtyard, we're going to perform the song.
I love that. Okay, well, we're running out of time, but you have that bag of candy. Could you shower me with candy just to sort of like replicate the end of this? Give these guys a handful over here. Yeah, let's hear. Just shower me in candy. Yes, I'm feeling the parade. This is not your average candy rain shower.
It's
we got to shower Jeff with candy too.
All right, Boaz, pick up some of that candy and bring it inside.
Yeah, I'll get you some candy. Don't worry.
Thanks. The fact that Grandpa Joe is going to be on the bus is going to be a blast. Looks like a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Boaz. Well, the Not Your Holiday Average Parade will be happening this Saturday. And now a parade could be a fun place to meet new people. But if that's not your speed, you could try a group who's connecting Yinzers across the city. Heather, do you think they like to hike?
Because that's what you're into, right?
Yeah.
They do, Mikey, and a lot more than that, too. We are talking about connecting in person with people who love the same things you do, no matter your age. That conversation when Talk Pittsburgh returns. Making real connections can feel harder than ever these days, right? So much of social life happens online.
Yeah, that's why one local group here in Pittsburgh is bringing people together the old-fashioned way, in person.
We love to see it. Sam Perez with Yinzers Meet is joining us to talk the art of connecting and how anyone at any age can branch out. We need this more than ever. I was actually just thinking about how we're still saying like post-pandemic, we're 5 years out, but everything has kind of shifted. We've seen technology grow, and so it's more important than ever for these in-person connection meetups.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I moved here from Miami 2 years ago, and it was so hard for me to like meet people in person. I don't drink personally, and so I was like, where am I going to meet people? How am I going to have like friends?
We have a lot of bars and we have a lot of restaurants.
We do.
But
Exactly.
in between, what are we doing?
And I wanted to utilize that. I think Pittsburgh is such a beautiful city. There's so much to do, and so each venue, each event that we put on is something new, something different. So if you're just alone like I was, and you're like, I want to go out, but I have no one to go out with, well, we've created an event for people like that.
I love that. And I know in the past few months, you've had a lot of these events. Is it 17, 18?
17 in 3 months.
My gosh. So when you're at these events, I mean, what are people saying to you? What's the feedback that you're hearing?
They love it. Honestly, they have such a great time. They're always thrilled with how much work we put into the events. There's so many activities minute to minute. So the feedback has been phenomenal. Like the want is there, but we just started, so a lot of people don't know about us just yet.
So tell me a little bit more about how this works, because we're seeing some pictures right now and it looks like you all were out on a hike. But do you do different activities? Can you sign up for whatever might interest you, or how does it work?
Yeah, each one of our events, they're unique. Our hiking club is always the same. Basically, you're going to get a partner to hike with, and every 5 minutes you're going to get switched out, and we call out questions, fun questions. So you know you have something to talk about every single time. But I wanted to create events that the city had never seen before. So our next event is called the Hat Lab, and you get to pick a vintage hat and then customize it and then do speed friending. So we always involve speed friending, and we do it with technology. We have this incredible app that's called Reunio, and it basically will show you the person that you need to talk to, and then you go find them, and then you sit down with them. There's a little timer, so it's great.
I love that. Okay, so I'm curious, are people meeting their new BFF or maybe a romantic partner?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, we've had so many success stories. There's been groups of friends that have started there. One of my favorites was we did an event at Social House, and 2 girls lived very close to each other. I think they were almost neighbors, and they had never spoken to each other before, and now they're the bestest of friends, and they always come to our events.
So I love this, and we mentioned this is for someone of anyone at any age can participate in this.
Yes.
For me, and I know Mikey's in the same boat, she has a lot of great friends from high school that she's kept in touch with, but once you become a parent, you feel so disconnected from your friend, and it can be very hard to make new friends once you're an adult and you're working and you're busy with family. So anybody can come to these.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we do have events that are 25 to 40, and then we're working on events that are 40 and up. So we always want to make sure that like the people that are coming are finding people in their age group.
Love this.
But we also use other technology when they RSVP and they buy the ticket. After the event, they can go on and choose who they want to talk to. So that's the fun part. So,
like a further meetup.
Exactly. So it skips the awkward part of like, can I get your phone number or what's your Instagram? Like if they're interested in talking to you after the event, you'll get a notification.
That's great.
I love the hiking activity. But we're going to play a little ice breaking game. Now, is this something that you would do at the meetup?
Oh yeah,
okay.
all the time.
You said that you kind of yell out questions when you're out doing these things, right?
And sometimes they're really thought-provoking, weird questions.
Okay, we love weird. We love weird. Okay, so we're going to start with our first question, and it is, what is your go-to comfort food? And the two of you can answer.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'll go first.
Okay.
Yes, I love Chipotle.
Do you?
I am a huge fan of Chipotle.
I love Chipotle too. You know what? I love toast. Warm toast with peanut butter on it.
Oh,
like
nice.
if I can get like the crunchy peanut butter, that's
even better.
That's
How
delicious.
about some
Yeah.
cinnamon sugar?
Oh, that too.
Love it. Okay.
Next question. What's the last show you binge watched?
Oh, I've been stuck on Pluribus. I think that's how you say it.
Oh,
on
yes,
Apple
I've
TV.
seen the ads for that.
Yeah.
I love sci-fi. That's
Me
like my
too.
favorite.
Is it good?
Oh, it's amazing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
I just binge watched All Her Fault. Did you watch this?
I haven't
think
even
it's
heard
on
of that one.
Peacock. It's really good.
Yeah.
It will keep you on the edge of your seat, and you will never see the last episode coming. It's so good. So good.
Try that.
Coffee or tea? This is basic, but we gotta know.
Coffee.
Tea all day.
My order was that order that you showed earlier. That's what I ordered.
You're
I'm
just
like,
trying to survive.
sugar, cookie, mocha, like
Sign you up.
everything
no
in there.
matcha?
No matcha.
No Earl Grey?
I don't do veggies. I don't do anything green.
All right. Favorite Pittsburgh spot?
You know, I think when we talk about this, we often say, you know, Mount Washington or whatever. I like the Point. I think the fountain is just so iconic.
Point State Park was where I fell in love with Pittsburgh. I came here on a road trip and I got on a little scooter when downtown had scooters. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I went straight there and I was like, this is beautiful. I have to live here.
Sam, did we just become best friends?
Yes, we did.
I feel like we just became best friends. Okay, one last question. Dogs or cats?
Oh, cats.
Cats? Dogs,
Cats.
for sure. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Really great. And this is so much fun. Thank you for bringing this to our city.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me on. I'm so glad that I can make Pittsburgh a more friendlier place.
And you're even leaning into Mr. Rogers.
I know.
Yes.
We love
Giving all the
love.
love. We're all friends
Good
now.
stuff.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to link you up to Yinzer's Meet and our upcoming events on our website.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, a blast from the past. Talent Showdown is making a grand comeback. Find out why this reboot might be the moment a local performer jumps from the Berg to the big time.
Just dancing, I'm sorry. Well, we all love a good talent show. The surprise voices, the big moments, and the feelings of like, whoa, where did that come from?
Right.
But long before today's big competitions, there was one show that really kicked the door open for everyone else.
And now that OG Launchpad is coming back in a major way, live, revamped, and ready for a whole new generation. And we don't have a lot of details, but Star Search is coming back. Premiere January 13th. Here's some throwback video,
Ed
although
McMahon,
you probably
of course.
don't need it because you remember.
Yeah.
This is really exciting. We don't have the judge list yet, so we don't know
Okay.
who's going to be on the panel.
Right.
Or who's hosting.
Was there a judge
Anthony
the first
Anderson.
time around?
Anthony Anderson is
Is
hosting.
Anthony? Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Now we know that. Thank you. I didn't have
was
that
there
note.
a judge the first time around? I thought it was like you called in, or was there an audience vote or something?
See,
I feel like there was an audience vote.
Me
Why does
too.
that
so it's
sound
kind of like
familiar?
American Idol, but American Idol also has judges.
Yeah.
So is it a dual thing?
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Did you watch the show?
This was so long ago. I didn't.
Oh my gosh, I watched it all the time. I
Did you-
love
you
Star
love
Search.
Star Search.
And in my mind, I think I'm conflating Star Search with the that thing where Ed McMahon would show up at people's houses with a giant check.
Oh,
Two
What
different
was that
things.
called?
Yeah,
That-
two different things.
Sweepstakes.
Sweepstakes. No, it had a name.
Not
Anyway.
Publishers House.
Publishers
Publishers
Clearinghouse.
Clearinghouse. Is that what it is?
Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
They never came to my
Well,
house.
in my mind, that's the same as Star Search. So the person wins, and then he comes to your door and he brings you the check.
Two
And then
different
they
things.
try to
Yeah,
get you to buy magazines
Although
also.
maybe they'll try and combine that this time around. Who knows? But of course, we have this big Pittsburgh connection because we have Christina Aguilera,
Yeah.
who was on Star Search. That was in the 90s. She was 9 years old.
Wow.
Little Christina. Now, we had to go back. We've had multiple conversations about this. Apparently, Christina Aguilera was here at KDKA. I thought it was for the old Pittsburgh Today.
Right.
It was not. I think it was in the morning news. She was here on like the
Oh.
morning news hour.
As a kid.
I think so. I was not here at that time, but I believe that is the information that I was able to go back and find.
And the tape's gone
Interesting.
missing.
It's gone. It's gone.
Gabby Barrett was on PTL, but she was not on,
Yeah,
obviously.
she wasn't on Star Search.
Right.
Also, Billy
She's also
Porter.
not Christina Aguilera.
Billy Porter was on the show. Did you know that, Boaz?
I
He was
had
on
no
Star
idea. I
Search.
was shocked.
Yeah, he actually won $100,000 from the competition. That's a lot of money.
How old is he? Oh
my gosh,
he
he's
like
a
19 or
baby.
something?
Gosh.
That's crazy. Well, I remember Beyonce was on,
Yeah, definitely Beyonce was on.
and she didn't win.
She did not win. They were in that group called Girl Time. They weren't that good. That's good.
She hadn't found her
But
groove
also
yet.
in this episode, Britney Spears was on too.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, the R&B star Shanice. Do you remember her? She
I
sung
do
that
not.
song, "I Love Your Smile." Do 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 do. Yeah.
This is not ringing a bell, but this has to be the 80s.
Yeah, back in 1984. But she won in the junior vocalist category.
Is this where you reveal, Mikey, that you were on Star Search
Well,
as well?
I'm so glad that you asked me, Les, because probably when I was 10 or 11 years old, it was my dream to be on Star Search.
Did you send in a tape?
I did.
What?
I
Oh my
made my friends practice every
what
single day
was
during
on
the
that
summer.
tape?
It was just us doing a dance routine to Boys to Men under pressure. And we never heard back. But I was serious about it. Like, I just knew we were going to get a call back.
I wonder if there are like some tapes on the floor and they're going to go through them for this next reboot and you're going to get that call.
I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find it.
You know, Boaz, I don't know if you went through this, but I feel like every girl before there was social media, before there was TikTok and Instagram Reels, we basically were making them. We were basically we would come up with dance routines.
Yeah.
And do like a whole performance.
Yes.
Like I had a whole performance with my friends to shoot.
Of course you did.
Inappropriate.
Yeah. Didn't matter.
have
You didn't
those
know.
No. My friends and I remember for history class, we would ask, like, what if we just filmed like reenactments of Civil War battles for the Civil War Project, and we would do that instead. So
Okay.
I still do have that video somewhere.
A little different than what we're doing, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I don't know. We'll have to see. I can't wait to see if there is somebody from Pittsburgh. I feel like there's always a Pittsburgh connection.
always
Someone
is.
from Pittsburgh.
So we'll
if
see.
not, their parents were from Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, well, next on Talk Pittsburgh, is AI ruining holiday shopping? How do you know if that cute ornament that you're putting in your online cart even exists? Well, we're going to give you a couple tips.
I can't wait for this. Ahead, tech isn't just changing how we work, it's also changing how we see ourselves. So later this hour, we are talking about a growing trend among teens using social media to self-diagnose mental health issues. We'll tell you why it's happening and what parents can do. As you know, AI is sneaking into every aspect of our lives. It's writing our emails, animating our old photographs, and now it might be ruining holiday shopping.
Boy, the internet, it's full of online stores, and this season it can be more confusing than ever to try to figure out what's real and what's AI. So, as you said, you've been seeing a lot of this happening.
Oh my gosh, all the time. I'll be on, generally like if I'm on like a magazine or newspaper's website, I'll be reading and their ads breaking up the story, and I'll be like, that photo looks a little off. Have you had this experience?
Absolutely.
Where you see this? So this was, I think, the first one I saw was these ornaments, these holiday ornaments, and you look at it and you're like, that's not real.
No,
Yeah.
You just know that's AI, and you wonder what's going to happen. And then you can Google online, and some people order these, and it's generally not at all what they're ordering.
I would never order that. That looks creepy.
But maybe someone who's a little less
alive.
savvy is like, that looks incredible. I would love to see that ornament.
So I have seen some people will then receive something in the mail that would be like a picture of the ornament.
Yes,
right?
exactly. And I found the Motherlode, this website that has all these advent calendars, and they have like them for everything, and they're mostly AI. Like look at this one, classic ballet shows advent calendar, and then supposedly you have all these figures, and there's little writing there that says at the bottom, it can be used to store not only whiskey, but also wine, beer, and other beverages,
And
which is
what
confusing.
does that even make
And I
sense?
think it was just copied and pasted from somewhere else. Then I saw this one, The Holiday Must Go On Muppet Calendar, which you start looking at, and it looks legit at first.
Sure.
But then the more you look at it, it sort of gets weirder and weirder. So I have a couple pictures. So you look at this. It says Advent Calendar, and then it says
Not a word.
202S, really. That's not actually a 5 if you start looking close. Okay, let's look at the next image over
and
here.
they're taking your actual money?
They're taking your, I think that's $39.99. Let's take a look at this one. You're like, oh, Kermit,
Oh,
Piggy,
that's
Fox.
kinda cute.
And then you look at what's sitting on the mantle. Is that Bert's sick cousin? Like, what is that character? And then that thing on the floor is like, that's
know
not a
what that
Muppet.
is.
That's
No,
sort of,
I don't remember
things are
him.
starting to get weird. And then you get to the bottom, it's like you were saying, what even is this? They're like, oh, the approximate thickness of this item is 3 millimeters. You're like,
3 millimeters is
so
microscopic.
it seems
so
like
small.
it's a sticker image of
sticker?
that. Maybe it seems like what you're actually getting in the mail is a sticker of this AI-created ornament on a piece of plastic.
Where did you find these?
This was everywhere I searched. I'm being advertised these just constantly.
Well, your algorithm has changed.
Yeah.
You
Picked up
clicked
that-
on these
yes.
like trying to uncover some truths, and now your whole feed is like, oh, you want to see more of this, don't
Right.
you?
Yeah.
But it's just so crazy because if you just look at this, you're like, oh my gosh, it's like you got 24 cute little ornaments, and then you're going to end up with 24 weird busted looking
This
stickers.
reminds me of that trend that you see on TikTok where somebody orders like a piece of clothing and they'll say like, all right, this is what I order, and they show the clothing on the model.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
when they get it, they're like, this is what
or
I got. Not
even
the
some
same.
websites that it'll be like a bow for the front door, and then it's actually like just an overlay for the front door that's like a sheet that
Right.
has a bow.
It's like a photo
design.
sticker.
Yeah.
It's real. Everything is so weird.
Yeah.
Really have to
Everything
be
is so
careful.
weird.
It is.
The world's broken, folks.
It is.
But
Thanks
don't
for
worry,
that.
there's more show to come.
Okay. Coming up on Talk Pittsburgh, AI is shaping more than just your holiday gifts. Next, how it's impacting local nonprofits and our community here in Pittsburgh. Technology is changing everything, even how nonprofits serve our neighborhoods.
So how can AI and advocacy work together to make Pittsburgh stronger? Joining us is Emily Francis from the Greater Pittsburgh Nonprofit Partnership to talk about this. So happy to have you here, and congratulations, 20 years for the organization.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, it's our 20th anniversary summit, which means that we are going to be honoring local leaders, of course, who are leading innovatively with AI, which might not sound synonymous with nonprofit work, but also the folks who have a legacy to this point as well.
Well, so how do the two go hand in hand?
Yeah, so typically with technology, you don't think of nonprofits or social service organizations, but when you think about somebody who might be in need, who is experiencing food insecurity or in need of housing or shelter, especially as we're getting to the colder months, you need quick referrals, accurate information, and the ability to have, one call potentially turn into 5 different resources. And so we know AI saves time. How might nonprofits be able to use that?
Yeah, I feel like AI is evolving so rapidly. There's something new every single day. How is this affecting how nonprofits operate on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so for the last 2 years, GPNP has been doing what we're calling AI cohorts. And that is because they're constantly changing. And thinking about technology, we're about with AI right now where we were in like 1994 with the internet.
Right.
And so if you're thinking about evolution and all those pieces, for nonprofits, that means we save 8 to 12 hours a week in our work if we can better write emails, if we can be more proactive, if we can better research. And so when it comes to advocacy, there's huge power there.
Well, and this makes a lot of sense when you think about if anybody has ever volunteered for a nonprofit or worked at a nonprofit or even used the resources. The people who are there are usually swamped because there are so many people who need the help.
Yes.
But you only have as much as you have. You're not a big corporation that's bringing in tons of money sometimes. So you need to maximize what you can.
Yes, and I'm so glad you said that because that's the other part of the summit. We're doing it outside of typical work hours so that nonprofit leaders can also use that time to invest in themselves. We have an inflatable golf course. We have a golf simulator. We have a pop-up gallery art walk. And so we have folks from Beaver County and Westmoreland County who've created these beautiful pieces. And so we want nonprofits to use the time to better invest in themselves since they're saving time with AI.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and so tell us a little bit more about what you can expect when you come to the event and why this is such a big deal for the area.
Yeah, so Pittsburgh is a leader. We have so many wonderful startups and entrepreneurial tech spaces. And so that often means better partnerships with our local nonprofits. And so when we think about, maximizing a website or solutions-based things, like you said, nonprofit leaders are dealing with issues because of their clients and making sure that they put community members first. And so the summit is going to be, sessions about how to translate that to advocacy. How can we better partner with elected officials? We're doing a policy town hall featuring Amy Sample Ward, who is a brilliant speaker and the CEO of N10, who's been in the ethical tech and AI space for a long time.
So, and this is, any nonprofit can sign up to come to this? This is fantastic.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for telling us a little bit more about it.
Thank you. All right, the GPNP Summit is happening December 4th through the 6th. You can head to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh for more information.
And still to come on the show, from anxiety to ADHD, social media is shaping how teens see themselves. We're learning how to pinpoint what's helpful, what's harmful, and how families can help keep the conversation healthy. Talk Pittsburgh, we'll be right back.
We're diving into a growing and sometimes concerning trend among teens, diagnosing themselves with disorders using information from social media.
From TikTok to Reddit, teens are spotting symptoms and sometimes confusing normal behavior with serious disorders.
Here to talk through this is counselor and early childhood mental health specialist Erin Trupp. So welcome. We're so glad that you're here to talk about this topic. And I know adults, myself, I'm guilty of this, turning to social media to diagnose myself. So teenagers, they're doing this more and more. Why would you say that this is happening?
So I think this is where the adolescents are. They're online, their peers are there. I think if we recognize that our children are talking to us about these things, they've already been online with it for a long time before they come to us. So it makes sense.
Well, so and if a teen or a preteen comes up to you and says, I think I have anxiety, I saw it on TikTok, what is the best response as a parent? Because I think we're always worried that we're not going to listen to them, that we're going to miss these signs that something is happening. But how do we address that topic?
So I'll give you a therapist trick. It's called Tell Me More.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You let them answer, essentially. You're kind of letting them explain why they think X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. Allowing them to talk about what made them search for that in the first place, and just being open to hear what they have to say is really helpful.
Yeah. And I would have to imagine that this is not all bad, because I would think that sometimes in the midst of something, or if it's something that you just really need an answer to because you have maybe a tragic situation going on and you don't have access to a counselor or to your parent or someone who can give you sound advice, turning to something like this, it may help. It could save someone's life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just love that we're having the conversation about it. It's bringing it to the forefront. There are some concerning parts about it. We do know that influencers online can be monetized, and of course those things that get monetization are sensationalized, so we might be sensationalizing some symptoms.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we saw, especially coming out of the pandemic, and I know we're many years out of it now, but coming out of it, we started to see this growing trend of a rise in anxiety and depression among teenagers. And again, we don't want to not hear them and not treat and not listen. But at the same time, how do we know the difference between something that is maybe normal teen behavior, very tricky age group, and something that could be more serious?
Honestly, I would say check with a professional.
Yeah.
To make sure that that's certainly what's happening.
And is that okay too? Because I think that there's also this fear for parents that seeking out professional help and having their kid see a therapist might start them down this path that they think they're leaning into this belief that there's something wrong with them.
I don't think it's that there's something wrong with them. I think it's opening the conversation of how do we tap into those resources that we have. Use therapy as a tool.
Yes, right.
Use therapy as a tool.
Yeah, and as a parent, how do you make just the situation, the environment comfortable for your teenager to feel okay coming to you and maybe talking about some very difficult challenges that they're having?
I think it starts with having the families also talk about mental health daily as well.
Yeah.
How are they feeling? And not only are you asking, but you're telling, right? Oh, today was a really rough day at work. I was having a hard time with that. This is how I took care of my mental health, or I feel like I need to take a walk, right, just to get it out. So. Yeah.
Well, and we're in this age and era now of like brain rot videos and the spiraling. I feel like that can also lead in like pulling away from family and friends, losing some of that connection and just spending too much time on social media can also kind of lead down to this path of anxiety and depression too.
Studies have certainly shown that. I mean, you mentioned the pandemic and how isolated everybody was and how we did certainly see an increase in anxiety and depression. So being social is going to be huge.
Yeah, and going back to how families can have these conversations, and correct me wrong, Heather, I feel like you and I talked about this, but just sitting down over dinner time and just saying like, hey, what's one great thing that happened to you today? But also, what's one bad thing that happened to you today? I think that could really open up the door for conversations that might not be had otherwise.
Sharing the positive and the negative is
It's very
always
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good conversations, and especially timely too, because I think a lot of kids, hopefully, maybe not, I don't know, getting cell phones for Christmas. I don't know. Maybe that's it's not
Maybe.
it's not happening here.
All right, thank you so much. We're going to link you up to Erin on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll be right back.
So good to have you here today, Boa.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for letting me in out of the cold. It was really chilly out there in the Berg bus.
We love the Berg
fun.
bus,
Yeah.
and I hope you helped clean up the candy.
Yes.
I did,
You were making it rain.
Yeah, I ate it all after I just sort of picked it up right into my mouth.
Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, 'tis the season for merry music, but not every tune brings tidings of comfort and joy. Visit our social media pages and let us know which holiday song drives you straight to the volume down knob.
And it's holiday season party. From office functions to bundling up for first night, a local stylist is here to show you how to stay warm and fashionable for this season's biggest events.